Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Civil Study Nepal. In this video, we will discuss about the numerical problem of force method. So, let us analyze this indeterminate frame step by step. So, let's start the solution. At first, we have to calculate the degree of static indeterminacy. Here, we know degree of static indeterminacy is equal to r minus 3. Here in figure we can see at A there is a fixed support, and at fixed support number of reaction is 3, and at E we see there is a hinge support, and at hinge support number of reaction is 2. So total number of reaction is equal to 5. So here R is equal to 5. R is the number of reaction. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. That is, this frame is statically indeterminate by 2 degree. So according to force method, we have to remove restriction to change it into determinant structure. So let us analyze this. Here let us redraw this frame. Let us redraw this frame. (20 kilonewton is acting at point D. Here we have to remove restriction to convert this indeterminate frame into determinant one. So here we know we have to remove 2 restriction because degree of static indeterminacy of this frame is 2. Here at hinge support, let R1 be the vertical reaction and R2 be the horizontal. So let us assume R1 and R2 be the redundant in this frame, so as to change this frame into determinant 1. Choice of redundant and choice of unknown forces is depend on you, how you choose the redundant, because there is no any rule of choosing redundant in a structure. So this system is known as primary structure. And this primary structure is in determinant form, and we can apply static equation of equilibrium. Also at step 2, what we have to do, let us redraw this figure. This is fixed support. At second, this is known as, if this is figure 2, this is known as Young system. Young system. Young system. Young system means we have to remove redundant forces. So here we have removed redundant forces, that is R1 and R2. So this system is known as redundant system. This is 5 kilonewton per meter. Next, what we have to do, we have to replace this redundant force. At first, we have to put unit forces in the direction of R1. So let us redraw this figure. This is fixed support. This is, so let's put unit forces in the direction of R1. Next, what we have to do, we have to put unit forces also in the direction of R2, and this system is known as M1 system. Next, what we have to do, we have to put unit forces in the direction of R2 also. This is the basic concept of force method. So let us put unit forces in the direction of R2, that is 1. Let us name this point A, B, C, D, E. Next, what we have to do, we have to calculate moment, that is M system. For M system, M moment is due to external loading. For each system, now we are going to calculate the moment. So first portion, calculation of moment in table. Second is EI. Third is limit. Fourth is, you can see in figure, M1 and M2. Here for portion EC, here portion EC. In figure we can see for portion EC, let us assume origin as, in portion EC let us assume origin as E. So in portion BC, for portion EC, EI is constant. For portion DC, in figure we can see for portion DC, EI is also constant. For portion CB, EI is also constant. For portion BA, EI is also constant. Now limit, in figure we can see for portion EC our limit is 0 to 4. Our limit is 0 to 4. For portion DC, in figure we can see 2 meter. For portion DC our limit is 0 to 2 meter. Similarly for portion CB, in figure we can see our limit is 0 to 5. Similarly in portion BA we can see our limit is 4. So 0 to 4. Now next, what we have to do, we have to calculate M system, that is M moment due to external load only. So let us analyze this concept. In portion EC, let us take a section at a distance of X from the origin C, E. In figure we can see there is no external force acting in portion EC. So bending moment is 0 in portion EC. Next, in portion DC, let us take a section at a distance of X from origin D. In portion DC, our origin is D. So on calculating, what we have seen, this 20 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left we take anti-clockwise direction as positive and clockwise direction as negative. So in portion CD we see 20 into perpendicular distance means X, that is minus 20X, that is the movement in clockwise direction. Next, for portion CB, let us take, for portion CB, C is origin. So let us take a section at a distance of X from the origin C. In figure we can see this 20 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction, that is 20 clockwise direction. On moving from right to left, clockwise direction is taken as negative, so 20. And in figure we can see perpendicular distance is X plus this distance, this is 2 meter, so X plus 2. Also in figure what we can see, this uniformly distributed load also acts in this section. So first we have to convert this uniformly distributed load into point load, 5 kilonewton per meter, that is 5 into, and this uniformly distributed load will rotate this section in clockwise direction. So take negative, minus 5 into X, 5 into X. Now this is changed into unit load, 5 into X into X by 2. For portion BA, in portion BA, let us assume B as the origin and take a section at a distance of X from the origin. In figure we can see this 20 kilonewton force will rotate this section in clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left, clockwise moment is taken as negative. So let us calculate 20 multiplied by perpendicular distance is 5 meter plus 2 meter, 20 into 7. Also, this uniformly distributed load will rotate this section in clockwise direction. So this is also taken as negative. Here 5 into 5 and acting at half, that is 5 by 2. So this is negative minus 202.5. And in figure we can see this 20 kilonewton force rotate this section in clockwise direction. So perpendicular distance is x, so 20 into x, take it as negative 20x. Also in portion, now we have calculated 4M system. Let us analyze 4M1 system. 4M1 system, in portion EC we can see there is no force, so M1 is 0. For portion CD we see there is no force, so portion CD DC M1 is 0. M1, that is moment due to unit load applied in the direction of R1 is 0. In portion CB we can see, in portion CB let us analyze. In portion CB let us take a section at a distance of x from C. So this unit load will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left, anti-clockwise moment is taken as positive. So 1 is multiplied by perpendicular distance, that is x. So in portion CB moment is x. Also for portion BA, let us take a section from B at a distance of x. In figure we can see this force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction. So also for portion BA our moment is x. Now let us analyze by keeping unit force in the direction of R2. So let us analyze the M2 system. This is the M2 system. In figure, in portion EC, let us take a section at a distance of x. In figure we can see this force, this unit force will rotate this figure in anti-clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left, anti-clockwise direction is taken as positive, so take it as positive. In portion CD, let us take a section at a distance of x from D. We can see there is no any external force, so for portion DC our moment is taken as 0. Our moment is taken as 0. Next we have calculated for portion EC and DC. Let us move on portion BC. Let us take a section at a distance of x from the origin C. Here in figure we can see this force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, so take it as positive, and perpendicular distance is, we can see in figure, is 4, so our moment is 4. Also remaining portion is BA. In portion BA we can see this force will rotate this portion in, let us analyze you. If this is point A, let us take at first a section. Let us take a section at a distance of x from the B. So now let us analyze this. Here in figure we can see this 1 kilonewton force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, so take it as positive. So let us calculate. Here in figure C, this force 1 kilonewton will rotate in anti-clockwise direction and perpendicular distance. In figure we can see this is the 4 meter. This is the 4 meter and BA is the 6 meter, and section is taken at a distance of x. So our perpendicular distance is 4 minus x multiplied by 1, that is 4 minus x. Now next what we have to do, we have to calculate, this is for the portion BA, and for portion CB in figure we can see unit load multiplied by perpendicular distance, that is 4. So 4 portion CB m2 is equal to 4. Next, what we have to do, we have to calculate the flexibility coefficient. Now let us calculate the flexibility coefficient. At first we calculate del 1L, and we know del 1L is equal to 0 to L m1 by EI dx. So for each portion in table we can see for portion EC m0 and m1 is equal to 0. So portion EC 0 plus in table we can see for portion DC m is equal to minus 20x and m1 is equal to 0. So whole terms will becomes 0. So 0 plus 0. Also for portion CB in figure we can see for portion CB in table we can see for portion CB our m moment is this and m1 is equal to this. So this term will not become 0. So let us, and the limit we can see for portion CB our limit is 0 to 5. So let us take limit is as 0 to 5 and keep that moment here, minus 20 x plus 2 minus 2.5 x square divided by EI dx. In table also we can see for portion BA we can see m moment is this and m1 moment is x. So and limit is 0 to 4. So take it as, let us add. So limit is 0 to 4, and our moment in figure table we can see 202.5 minus 20x into 5 divided by EI dx. In table we can see. So in this way, now let us calculate that is the moment. Now let us calculate this is x. Let us calculate using calculator. On calculating using calculator, you can calculate this directly using calculator, thereby taking 1 by EI outside the integration portion. On calculating we get minus 41375 divided by 24 EI minus 7875 divided by EI, and finally we get 230375 divided by 24 EI negative. Also we have to calculate del 2L, and we know del 2L is equal to 0 to L m into m2 divided by EI into dx. So let us put del 2L in figure. In table we can see m is equal to 0 for portion EC, and for portion DC m2 is equal to 0. So this portion will becomes 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 to 5 minus 20 x plus 2 minus 2.5 x square into 4 divided by EI dx, plus for another portion our limit is 0 to 6 minus this 202.5 minus 20x is multiplied by 4 minus x divided by EI dx. On using calculator, you can calculate this directly by using calculator. On using calculator, finally we get minus 10 to 95 divided by EI. Also, to generate flexibility, to use compatibility equation, also we have to calculate del 11. Del 11 means 0 to L m1 into m1 divided by EI into dx. So let us put for each portion. In figure, what we can see, for two portion m1 is equal to 0, that is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 to 5. Let us put this limit. For portion CB, we can see m1 is equal to x, and for portion BA, we can see m1 is equal to, this is m system, and m1 is equal to this. That is, let us put this m1 into m, that is x into x squared by EI dx. And for another portion, let us put, that is, in figure we can see moment is 5, that is 5 squared by EI dx. On calculating, we get del 11 is equal to 575 divided by 3 EI. Also, what we have to calculate to use compatibility equation is del 12. Here del 12 is equal to del 21 is equal to 0 to L. 12 means m1 multiplied by m2 divided by EI dx. Now let us put all these value in table. What we can see, for portion EC and DC, 0 plus 0, and also from table what we can see, 4 into x, that is, let us put m1 into m2, that is 4 into x, that is 4x. For portion, that is 4x divided by EI dx plus 0 to 5 into 4 minus x divided by EI dx. On calculating, finally we get del 12 is equal to del 21 is equal to 80 by EI. Also, what we have to calculate to generate the flexibility matrix, we calculate del 22. Here del 22 is equal to 0 to L m2 multiplied m2 divided by EI dx. Here we can see for portion EC and BC, that is 0. So let us use for that portion 0, m2 multiplied by m1. Here 0 into x is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, that is x into 4 is equal to 4x, also x into 4 minus x. So substitute all these value and calculate. On calculating, finally we get, let us put all these value, 0 to, our limit is 0 to 4 x squared by EI dx plus 0 to 5, 4 into 4, 16 divided by EI dx plus 0 to 6, 4 minus x squared by EI dx. Also, on calculating using calculator, finally we get del 22. Finally we get del 22 is equal to 376 divided by 3ei. Now our final step in the force method is that now using compatibility equation we get. Now let us use the compatibility equation. So write the compatibility, that is del 1 plus del 1 1 r1 plus del 1 2 r2 is equal to 0. So also for del 2l plus del 2 2 r1 del 2l plus del 2 1 r1 plus del 2 2 r2 is equal to 0. Now substitute all these value. On substituting we get, on substituting all these value, that is minus 2, that is minus assume this equation as 1. Also on substituting in this portion we get minus 10295 divided by 3ei plus 80 r1 divided by ei plus 376 divided by 3ei r2 is equal to 0. Consider this equation as 2. On solving both of these equations, we get r1 is equal to 52.69 kilonewton and also r2 is equal to minus 6.25 kilonewton. So let us change this sign, direction of this force in opposite, because sign of this reaction is negative. In this way we can calculate the reaction at support using force method. This is the basic steps of force method. So thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.